My trading journey started with cryptocurrency.
Na hiyo time sasa uko that's in university ama?
Yeah.
Your university mates were trading crypto bana. Wewe sisi wetu bwana.
How did you transit from crypto to now gold?
It might as well been a scam because I didn't know what I was doing, and I sent him $100 via crypto. For like a week, there were no losses.
So what type of a trader are you?
I'd say mostly swing because I try to just look for 1 or 2 startups in a day.
What's your take on back testing and maybe forward testing?
I think back testing is good. Everyone does it, but sometimes I just go on instinct. I know it sounds crazy. I just go on instinct. These days I don't even talk about forex unless it's with people who do forex, maybe on Twitter a bit. But these days I don't even tell people that I do forex because of the expectation of hey, you're high rolling.
Hello traders, we have organized a free physical event which is going to be happening at Sarit Center Westlands on 4th of October 2025. This event will host some of the best trading communities, and it's your chance to come and interact with real traders on the ground. Feel free to come and make sure to come along with a friend.
Hello traders, welcome back to yet another episode of Traders KE. And today we are very excited that we will be having our first female guest. I know most of our audience have been asking, kwani hakuna female traders in the industry? And today we are bringing one of the best female traders, of course, low profile, and it's going to be a very interesting episode. So Nick, how have you been?
Mimi niko fiti sana. Welcome guys to yet another episode of Traders KE. It's been a nice run, bana, since episode 1 all the way to where we are today. Through your support, your likes and your comments have been pushing us to where we are. And today we're very much excited. At least we have a lady in the space. In a male-dominated industry, at least for the first time, especially in our episode, we have a lady, and a very beautiful lady, mwenye atakuwa tuna have a discussion with her, and hoping that you're going to have a very nice episode together. Therefore, take the chance to welcome our guest, introduce herself, and it's going to be a nice run. Karibu sana.
Asante.
Gina, what's your name? Maybe to the audience.
My name is Daisy Mwapea. My socials are at daisy.invest. I trade forex, primarily gold.
So commodities per se. So Daisy, would you mind telling us about how you started your journey and how it has been, and where actually you started it?
Okay. My trading journey started with cryptocurrency. I used to have a classmate who used to pay me to do his homework, and then I asked him, put me on to what you're doing to make money. So I'd say I got lucky because I bought crypto in 2019, 2020, cashed out a bit.
Na hiyo time sasa uko that's in university ama?
Yeah.
Oh, your university mates were trading crypto bana. Wewe sisi wetu bwana.
In university I was makanga bana.
Hey, tuko same.
Levels.
Amazing. At least you. So maybe you don't mind telling us the school that you are in.
Right now, but then.
No, back then.
Oh, then I was just doing my diploma. At Strathmore.
Yeah. And what career maybe were you pursuing back then in school?
IT.
So wow, that is very good.
And ikakujaje sasa ukapata interest in the financial markets and get into invest. Apart now from that crypto, did you have a passion to get into this industry?
I saw people around me, especially like my dad. He used to make a lot of money, but there was not much in terms of like saving and investment. So I always wondered, how you can hedge against or hedge against inflation, etc.
Amazing. Today's episode is going to be fire. Unasikia mzai wa Daisy alikuwa anamuonyesha kutrade or something.
Yeah.
Doing something in the financial markets maybe. What was your father doing back in 2019?
Actually,
babangu alikuwa
actually,
analima bana.
my father went to get milk
Bana na Napier grass
in 1998, and I think due to inflation, he has never come back.
Mzae
Yeah, so it has
aliendea
been,
maziwa hajairudi.
and you know, you have always been talking about this, how
Yeah.
it is important to have parents who support you in doing this thing. Because I think so far the guest that we have had, only you and another guy that the parents were supporting. But the rest of us, most of us, you find that parents are very aggressive on negative, actually very negative about these things, and they don't believe that it's actually possible. So on that, kudos to your dad.
Bless up.
So now he supports your journey, and you start about it. You start now trading, and now tell us tushafika hapa kwa your dad has supported you, and you have known something about crypto and all that. Did you have any other support apart from maybe the family? Did you have any support at the starting point?
I had a group of mates where we'd speculate on certain cryptocurrencies. They'd send pointers. When FTX fell, we shorted it on futures. So such kind of opportunities, and we'd post in a group. We called it Crypto Deep State or something.
Amazing. You guys were making something out of it.
Yeah.
And back then, did you invest in Bitcoin?
No.
Big question tonight.
I wish I did. Because
that was.
But you
20?
knew about Bitcoin.
Yeah,
That
but
was
it was
20?
altcoin season.
2019.
To
2019.
2020.
Yeah.
It was altcoin
but
season.
it was
so
at a very discounted price comparing to
yeah, that's one of my biggest regrets in life is like not buying enough Bitcoin. I felt like because I didn't have a lot of money, I stood to make more in altcoins. Like the way you'd hear crazy like 1,000x with Shiba, you know.
Yeah.
So I was weighing my options according to the capital that I had, and I felt like at that point I didn't have enough for Bitcoin.
And how much was your starting capital?
About $300.
$300.
Dynasty.
Wewe ni dynasty bana. Sisi tunakwambia tulieka ka $12. Kanafika 60 unaona this is a lot of money. And what was your source of capital back then?
I saved. We had like a saving plan with my friend over a span of 3 months, and I started
And you are in uni.
Yeah.
And you guys were saving?
Yeah.
How do you save in uni?
On average mulikuwa mnatumia dongapi on a day back in the university?
Like expenditure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like 500. So
500 bob.
500. Do you know me in campus? I used to spend for a whole week maybe around 500. That's budget for a whole week.
Sisi tumekuwa zile university zenye you are surviving.
This is surprised.
You are surprised. Miona hivyo.
No,
Surprised.
it's true. 1 meal per day, and that's it. And then maybe you have some money on the side, 300 extra for FIFA.
Luxury hata inakaa before food.
Yeah, so it's actually nice, Daisy. So would you mind telling us now that you shifted from crypto to commodities? That is, I understand that gold it is. So you only trade gold full time. You don't trade other assets as of now.
to be honest, for the last year I've only traded gold, but I'm open to expanding my portfolio now. But mostly just gold.
Okay, so how did you transit from crypto to now gold? How did you settle down to that?
I started trading futures, and I flipped some money, but I didn't know what I was doing. I joined one of these Telegram groups, and the guy was called Master Suraj. Yeah.
An Indian.
Flip.
Was an Indian.
Yeah, he was an Indian. But, it might as well been a scam because I didn't know what I was doing, and I sent him $100 via crypto.
Yeah.
Then he put me in the VIP group, and then we take the signals, and they were for very random altcoins. So for like a week, there were no losses. I was like planning like, by
This is the thing now.
By the time the year ends, I'm like, hey, if in a day I can make $100, another day I'm making 200. By the time this year ends, I'm going to be a millionaire.
Lambo.
And I was so disciplined. I kept on doubling down.
Oh, you double down instead of...
Wow.
That is quite...
Every trade I kept on doubling down. And then I didn't understand the correlation between Bitcoin and most coins. So Bitcoin started going down at that point. And the trade also starts going down. And then Master Suraj says, this is a very good opportunity. So add. I also increased my leverage. And I was so confident in Master Suraj, I took a nap. But when I woke up, I owed Binance money. Yeah.
So, actually when you are in a winning streak, like kuna kuanga na hiyo dopamine rush, you feel like you can never lose. You just feel like
a god bana.
Inakuwa ni kaa god mode situation yani.
Yeah.
But it's those situations that humble us. So how actually I want to understand how actually now you shifted from that. Now you are from altcoins, you are now into futures, and now it's gold.
See, for futures now it has candlesticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't know how to interpret these candlesticks, and I started looking for information on how to identify patterns with candlesticks. So I'd read these FX books, the Hammer, Doji,
That's Candlestick Bible.
Yeah, yeah. And then I'd try to kind of apply it with the futures, but I didn't feel like it was respecting price action as much. So I started now trading it with FX.
So foundation yako, I believe where you learn from is really important, whatever that you are learning. So kwa foundation yako, where did you really now start learning? Ile serious. Did you have a mentor? Did you have maybe a community that you are relying on? Or where are you learning from, basically?
I did have a friend who traded FX, so we'd have kind of sessions. Yeah, I did have two friends. One, Sean Ashiano, the other guy, Dave. He's an FX trader, so we'd like have Google Meets and then kind of go through patterns and candlesticks.
Oh, so these guys were already like established already ama mulikuwa the same level. Najua kuna ile mko same level mnajaribu kuinuana. But then you have somebody who is maybe having more experience than you.
A bit more established. But one friend ended up leveraging too much, but the other one is still surviving.
Oh, moja aliquit.
Blue accounts.
Those guys that we started with, are they still trading back then?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
amazing.
Most people like end up giving up along the way.
On and off. But he shot me out recently. He said he's back trading. Yeah.
Once you're in the maze, there is no coming out of it. You can take breaks, but once you are in, you're in.
Yeah.
Inakuanga ngumu actually. To be fair, I'd also quit for some time. For a year. Not a year, but some months, almost close to a year. Yeah. And it was last year, and then it's actually good to have people who push you up, because these guys, along with other part of the Traders KE group, really helped me up during that hard time.
Yeah.
So we really advocate for try to stay around people that can help you.
Yeah.
Now, to learn, for example, now through your experience, how do you think that maybe delayed your progress when you are starting out, and you would love somebody out there to avoid that?
Taking too many trades. Oh my God, taking too many trades. And sometimes when I put a stop order, let's say for a buy, and then it misses it a bit, and then you want to catch it. You might end up getting stopped out. But mostly too many trades for me.
How many trades were you taking?
There was a point where I was overworking so hard. I wake up at 3 a.m. and I start
trading at 3 a.m. And so you trade nini? Yeah. Futures.
gold.
Hey, watu wa gold wanapenda kuamka mapema sana.
So you also have a history with gold?
Hey. That is the love of my life. We have a very toxic relationship.
Gold.
So Nick, don't try. You cannot replace gold where gold is.
Yeah, sure. I understand. But waking up at 3 a.m. to trade gold, I guess every other trader has done that. Gold moves, kuna some good moves in the morning, but you can imagine, especially the psychological torture that comes with it. You at 3 a.m. and then unapigwa kiboko and then account una blow. Hata before watu waamke usha blow account.
Talking about that, do you know I don't trade gold at all? I really
He's a
don't.
weak man.
Yeah, let me be a weak man, but I have had my fair share of it.
Yeah, people who trade gold by the respect banaka. Hiyo kitu sio rahisi.
That you are okay, basi. Umeniambia weak man, I would have loved to say that Daisy is more of a man than I am. But,
yes, because
I don't think so. But for that gold, me gold siwezi.
Nikikuja kwa emotions hapa kwa DC. You ladies are more emotional than us. How do you handle like all those emotions? You as a lady, like nini yako inakuwaga ni plan yako when you are so much messed up emotionally?
To be honest, I'm a yogi. So these days I'm a yogi.
Yo?
Yogi. I'm a yogi.
Schoolers.
Yogi ni gani yo?
I do yoga.
Oh, yoga.
Oh.
Wow.
They told
me hii episode ya leo.
We are here for learning.
So learn, by the way.
So there's a way sometimes when you're looking at charts, you're like not really too sure about your decision, or maybe you're feeling a lot of noise. I meditate to reduce the noise. Like especially before opening the charts, I need to make sure my mind is quiet. So I don't like a lot of devices,
In talking about that, by the way, most of us, especially maybe even I know bigger percentage of our audience, we learn about these things. You can do yoga, you can do meditation, but these are some things that we have never experienced. Would you like give us a very simple way of how you maybe meditate, a process, or kama ni yoga? Lakini yoga bana, tunaiona nilikuwa nacheza yoga pale kwa GTA 5 na mahali ulikuwa unaenda alafu and then you do some maybe give us a small process of how do you go about this.
Okay, Alan Watts would describe it as the point of nirvana is when you don't think about thinking. You just quiet your mind. It's not that deep.
You just calm your thoughts.
Hey. How do you calm your thoughts?
He's trying to catch up because
most of us tunakuwaga na vitu mob sana kwa akili, especially if you're trying to calm your thoughts during a time when there is a lot of chaos, umelose kwa trade.
You're actually in a time of crisis.
Yes, the moment you try kunyamaza hivi kidogo, something just comes up. So nakumbuka I have to pay for this, I have this and this. So it's
how do you balance that?
Yeah.
If I take a loss, I leave the house or not be indoors because now you'll be tempted to trade again. Okay, for me personally, so
it's I guess basically in everyone.
Yeah,
when you take a loss,
need to touch grass.
Yes.
I think it's also very essential to have a regimen where you delve into other things. It kind of brings out the balance.
So maybe apart from maybe trading, what other things do you engage in?
Gym, non-profit work.
Non-profit work, that's maybe organizations or something?
Yeah, I work in conjunction with the Safi Boys Initiative. We also have an event coming up September 19th in conjunction with World Cleanup.
That's this coming Friday.
Yeah.
Too bad. I would have come for the event, but on the same we have an event too. But in-house event. But I would have really loved to come to that and know much. It's good to interact with people and network and everything. So maybe take us. How actually do you trade gold? Are you what's your approach? Are you a day trader or swing trader?
The best. It's kind of like a mixture of price action and ICT timings. So I like to go with daily bias, like whichever I feel is the daily bias, and then, for example, if the 1 day is a buy, yeah, and there's a bit of a retracement, so I'll look for my entry. I'll mark the 1 day candle at half, so that would be a potential
50% of the daily
50% a potential area. Then kind of as you reduce the time frame, now you go to 4 hour, 1 hour around that area. Then with between 1 hour and 4 hour, mostly 1 hour is when I'll put the Fibonacci. Then I'll put my stop order levels according to.
So entries zinakuwaga pale kwa the fib. What percentage of the fib?
68%.
Oh, 68. Strictly 68%.
No, you
The
see,
61.8 ama 60.
yeah. But like if I draw the fib and there's a level next to the 50% that I drew with the 1 day, I'll put that as an entry. So I'll put an entry with both. Yeah, like
So
I'll put a
what type
stop order.
of a trader are you? Is it trading is it swing trading? Now considering that you're looking at the higher time frames.
I'd say mostly swing because I try to just look for 1 or 2 setups in a day. Yeah, with the daily bias. I the one that I always end up getting stopped out. The one I can't trade is like if the 1 day is a doji. An oscillating markets, like
that you can't engage in.
Oh, amazing.
So how many trades maybe per week do you take?
On average.
It depends on my schedule, and also capital and stuff. So maybe 3-4
in a week.
Yeah, 3-4 trading days in a week. I don't like trading on Mondays.
ICT style.
And talking of ICT, kwanza tuingie hapa kwa ICT. Watu wa ICT, you guys have very complex terms.
Mimi si mtu wa ICT pasi. Namsikizanga tu kidogo. You know, they can learn something from everyone. Just
yes, sure.
Do you know, for a thing, I think Daisy, ICT, even ICT said something that his mentorships something. If the best students, they make models, their own models from his teachings. But if you dive too much into ICT and you want to learn everything and complicate everything, utatoka hapo ukiwa umechanganyikiwa sana.
Umesikia vinyanabo.
Hizo episode zake, I attended the 2022 mentorship. You know one video bana inaenda karibu 2 hours. Na hiyo 2 hours anakuambia sijui mambo ya sijui his son, mambo ya wife yake pale, a lot of things. Yes, and his dog. So unapata hata umeboeka by the end of the video, and then the content is just maybe small kidogo. But so lazima ukwe very keen to maybe follow everything ndio upate maybe nini. Now on the same, now that you are not like a full ICT trader, how did you come up to come up with a model that works for you?
Trial and error. What works, but the one true thing ICT talks about is market timing, like the time where you get volatility.
So that's basically the sessions.
Yeah, and it's something that, you know, session is also like in Candlestick Bible. So I think there's a branch of forex traders who I would classify as motivational traders, motivational speakers. Like if you want to sell courses and stuff like that, they tend to be more of motivational speakers, because my friend was trying to bootleg some ICT course she got to me at $2,000.
$2,000.
I don't know, she bought it around the same price. I don't know when.
For a course?
2022.
And did you pay?
No, it's free.
It's too much.
It's free.
People out here by the way be paying for a lot of money for free information.
Yeah, all that information is free on the internet. If you want it, you will get it.
You could have told us straight up you are a scammer.
Most watu wanategemea kusell courses. Most of them don't even have a very good understanding of the markets. They don't even trade. Napata tu mtu tu kazi yake ni kuuza course and does not even have any trading history. So now coming up with your trading model, this is something that most traders and even most of our audience struggle with. Okay, how do you develop a model? Yes, yours was the trials and errors, but maybe are there some specifics that you would advise when coming up with a model, and especially now trading gold? What are some of the major things that you're going to be looking at, especially when you're analyzing your chart? And two, on your trading plan, what are some of the most important things that you have from your end?
Well, first of all, obviously the news, point of interest, zones. Like sometimes you have like, if it passes this zone up, it's going to be bullish. If it passes this zone down, you don't know yet. Yeah, point of interest, news mostly, news as well. Because especially with gold, if you don't know when the news is, you might get...
During maybe one of our earlier conversations, you mentioned your interest in geopolitics. So I think gold is very much affected with that. So what can you say about backtesting? Because maybe I didn't hear you mention that you backtested your strategy or anything. Like you just maybe forward tested. What's your take on backtesting and maybe forward testing?
I think backtesting is good. Everyone does it, but sometimes I just go on instinct. I know it sounds crazy. I just go on instinct. And then also, I don't use the normal candles. I use Haikinashi. Haikinashi is very good with candle formation.
Yeah, the Japanese ones.
Yeah.
Oh, Jaitumia hizo.
Yeah.
So on backtesting, do you have like did you collect any data before now coming up with ama ulikuwa tu just doing forward testing too?
No, for me, I backtest with like an Excel chart. I don't know how to put it. Like people have their own different.
Yeah, of course, we are different.
So I kind of collect, like I record the profit, the loss, and the confluence. And then now the confluence that I saw that were working are the ones that now I started using mostly.
Okay, so you don't have like a picture of maybe the chart before and how the chart went after? Just the profit and the losses and the entry price?
No, I do take screenshots of chart setups.
And you attach them to your journal.
Yeah.
So in short, to say, so you are heavy on journaling because most of the traders actually don't take time to journal. So what can you say about journaling on the same?
I think human we can forget sometimes, so it's good to keep a record of everything.
And on journaling, do you also do a journal of the emotions and all that? And how do you do it if you do that?
Now that one I write it in hand. Yeah. Like I'll
on a book?
Yeah, like it could be even 3 pages. I woke up feeling like this, and then I doubted myself, and then I did this. I kind of just let it all out. But primarily, I use my Excel sheets for, yeah.
Does that help, by the way? You umeamka umeandika kitabu, hizo vitu zote umefanya through the day. How has it helped you maybe in trading and also in your life?
It helps you map out your thought process. Why did I do what I did? Why do I do what I do?
So maybe Daisy, let me ask you, since you are a lady, do you have like a separate journal for trading from your diary? You know, you girls have diaries, indeed. So like, do you journal on your diary about you and then you have like another journal for trading? Or you just put them all together?
Yeah, my emotions are with trading and trading is my emotion. So it's all in one because, yeah, Yes, yeah, I just write about trading.
I saw some tweet today. Somebody was saying that trading has really killed his emotions. And I guess it is something maybe now we're getting it from a perspective of course, a lady. Trading and your emotions, has it affected your relationships with people in any way?
Yes.
How?
I look at things at plus and minus, black and white like that. But now I'm starting to learn a bit more from my best friend, because she's a bit more soft and
So maybe you are saying that this happens as a part of learning process, and maybe as you go along the way, it gets better, and then you start seeing you shouldn't put yourself in a closure.
Yes, because I came to realize that the isolation really wasn't good. Yeah, there's a point where I was just so obsessed with trading, and like I look at like so much information from everywhere, information overload. You're reading ICT, you have candlesticks here, you have
smart
this
money,
especially what
smart money.
Yeah, I was trying to understand smart money and ICT at the same time, while simultaneously putting like 30, 50, for 30 to 35 trades in a day. Yeah.
I was testing both strategies.
Yeah, like
30 trades in a day.
Sio mingi bwana. Kuna jamaa wangu alikuwa anapiga 109 trades. Nani asubuhi siku ijaisha. It is just morning bwana. London session unaangalia trades za mtu alikuwa amenitumia like the logins. He just wanted some help. So naamka asubuhi mimi ndio naingia kwa trading setup. I look at his account, 109 trades. Crazy sana.
And then I think I hadn't like decided, am I a day trader or am I a swing trader? So long as it's going in profit, I'm just imagining, even more profits. But not realizing, okay, some trades you need to close early, especially with gold. Some you can, especially like if it's a buy, maybe you're waiting for New York, that one you can day trade. But some of the entries are just, you can swing.
Yeah, unaweza.
So, Daisy, I would like you to address something. Maybe we have been having gold right now. In the recent times, I had been talking about it being in consolidation for about 17 weeks or so. So, but actually, it did break out from that zone, and now it keeps giving all-time highs, and people actually have been trying to sell gold because it's at all-time high. And I think that's a narrative we had about some time ago, like don't buy when something hits its all-time high. So what would you like to say about that? How are you trading it now that it's at all-time high?
I did catch some gold buys, NFP. That's the last time I actually like looked.
Last?
That's the last.
NFP. That is first month.
This year, this month.
Yeah.
And you have been holding it since then?
No. I just closed, but I haven't been trading much like the last week after NFP. Yeah.
So you're not trying to sell at all-time highs.
You need to give it time to also consolidate first before you start selling.
And talking of the same, there is, I guess it's a psychological mistake that most of us do. When you see a market is rising and rising and rising, most of us tend to short. This is something I've also struggled with personally. How do you handle such a market? Prices are just going higher. Do you get that feeling of now it's time to sell? And how do you beat that?
With gold, it doesn't. When it comes to the buys, I'm usually very careful. Like, I'll wait first until I see proper consolidation. And I'm also patient enough to wait for maybe a 1 day candle that indicates maybe you can start selling.
Mm-hmm.
Because US geopolitics and stuff, I don't think they're doing well. The economy is not doing well, and they're inversely correlated. And if you look at USD JPY, it keeps on plummeting as well. So fundamentally, I'm very pro
gold.
Yeah, like we could even get to 4,000.
So if it could get to 4,000, you mean you're gonna miss all those opportunities because it might keep on buying. And I kind of realized that with Nasdaq, after it hit its all-time high, it has been buying since then. No, hakuna atimali in a sell sana significant. It just keeps on buying. So how will you structure yourself so that you don't miss the 4,000 mark, maybe if it gets there? Because I also believe projections are somewhere in there.
I look for a retracement on the 4-hour for a while, and then when it forms maybe an evening star on the bottom, around there, I'll mark my area.
Do you have any other asset that you correlate to gold before trading it? Nilikuwa naona kwa Twitter wajamaa wanasema correlate gold with DXY. Does it correlate?
I used to do that. Not all the time. Not all the time. When I first started, I'd never look at a gold chart without looking at DXY. But these days, sometimes, it doesn't always respect the same, but it can also give you a clue.
I remember with that story of correlation, there is a time I correlated gold with Euro USD. Ilikuwa masaa lunchtime. So Euro USD, I was selling Euro USD. And then I see us, USD selling, definitely gold paid to sell. So I sold gold. Full margin. Sasa the first position is in profit. I don't know where a week came from. Ilikuja, like, in just like a random time. Sijui mambo ya gold ilikuwa aje. It's just a very chill day. Hata New York session ijafunguka. It's around 130, 140. Then just a move comes and sweeps the whole account. And that's where I learned correlation ya gold, DXY doesn't work. And I believe all watu walikuwa na that issue. What do you have to say?
That's of course easy we have really talked about them in our spaces and everything, and we have had much better explanations than the one maybe I would give now. But one is a commodity, the other one is an index. So I don't think there is much correlation. But I do think during events there might be, because one will test the strength.
Yeah, sure.
So
NFP, CPI. Set on the last CPI we got the USD buying the same happened to gold.
I think that's the only time I would say they correlate.
Could trade news peke maybe.
But in terms of price action and market structure, I don't think they...
Toko umeuma nje sana.
Yeah.
Sasa Daisy, Mimi, I have a question to you. Most ladies, not actually most ladies, most people working in the industry on a land forex, most of them, like 75% of them give up. I'm not very sure of the data, but a very big percentage of them end up like giving up. Now, ladies, hata inakuwaga more, because I have run a community, I have seen people come and people go, and especially ladies sana, unapataka they don't have maybe wanashindwa sana kuvumilia to the industry. What is it that has kept you pushing up to now? Because that's roughly now 5 years plus for game. What is it that has been pushing you?
Okay, forex, to be honest, sijakuwa sana. It's just maybe like been 2 years. But what has kept me is what I want. I want something remote, and I don't see myself kazi ingine gani unaweza fanya where you can live anywhere, move around anywhere. Yeah, that's the inspiration that has kept me. And then also, I think I had lost 250K something like
K dollars ama
Kenya shillings, and hata hiyo pesa mimi mwenyewe sina, so lazima nirudie school fees yangu kwa market.
Oh, so you're saying
you lost. You lost 250.
Usually, my friend usually calls it a tuition fee.
Yeah, it's a tuition fee, and everybody pays that.
Yeah, so I just recently broke even. That's the only thing giving me hope. But now I'm not very ballsy. Yeah.
That's nice.
Was that like your biggest loss? Did you have?
No, it
do you
was
have any
over time.
significant-
I checked like my deposits
versus your
versus
withdrawals?
withdrawals.
You have lost over 250.
And the withdrawals were what was remaining after you blowing the account.
Like there was a significant gap in between my deposits and withdrawals, so just been closing the gap almost. Yeah.
Have you ever been employed or?
Yeah.
And currently?
No, I'm not employed now.
Na hiyo ndio kitu forex traders wengi watakagi. Once you taste like some money online, inakuwa ngumu sana sasa ati urudi back to employment, especially after you see there is a future somewhere. And I guess that is what keeps many people stuck. You kuna hopes to I guess the white man says that hope dies last. Napata kuna mtu tu ataishi kuwa hope maybe one day it will work, of which it will work, that is if you are doing the right thing. But hope inayakaga watu wengi sana kwa industry, and that is what is keeping all of us up, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
So that's amazing, at least.
So Daisy, young people, especially in this industry that come up, they be chasing hype. Like they be getting in because of the way this thing is being marketed. So how actually you're also a young person, I believe. So how actually do you balance the hype and whatever it is that you're doing, approaching everything? And maybe also as you are maybe introducing someone, how do you go about it?
I think that's a mistake I've made. These days I don't even talk about forex unless it's with people who do forex, maybe on Twitter a bit. But these days I don't even tell people that I do forex because of the expectation of hey, you're trader. You're high rolling. So these days I don't even say. This is I don't lead with that. And if someone does find out, I don't advise people to trade.
But sasa, because actually let me ask because now the forex boys wanaambia wanatoa short. So how is it for you ladies? Mnaambiwa aje huko nje?
The mentality ya watu huku nje, akisikia this is a forex trader or just is a trader.
What is the criticism
you get
that you get?
Any negativity from the public?
I think if there was, maybe they were not able to say it to my face, but yeah, just the expectation of you have a lot of money. There's one of my friends around school. We met, and then when from time to time we'd go out and he'd see, okay, I have a bit of cash here and there. Maybe come in Mingana Friday. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Come in Jengana, sir. But kidogo. They put you on a table. They're like, hey, we have a deal. We want 100K.
Those are your schoolmates.
So because now they've heard you trade forex. So to avoid such stories, these days I don't say. Maybe a couple of my close friends know, but I don't tell people. I don't lead with, hi, my name is Daisy. I'm a forex trader, because I also have an interest in portfolio management. So I'll lead with investments and portfolio management more than I will with forex. Because it's easier to explain to people geopolitics and where you put your money than it is to explain candlesticks to people.
No, it's inaka scam sana. Explaining to people that if you put your money here and these candles go up,
you're going to
you
make
will
money.
be in profits. So Daisy, what are three maybe financial habits that you would encourage people to practice?
Having a cash. Obviously, you need cash in case of anything. But for me, that one, I put USD, like a bit of USD mahali, because I think one day we'll wake up and the rate is 170. If and when the rate starts to reflect the current economic situation, at least those ones you can sell. Second would be a portfolio with certain correlations which are opposite, like oil, gold in a fund, and maybe BlackRock iShares and ETFs. Yeah, as well as companies that are into microchips, such as Nvidia, which is doing well.
Yeah, just hit the first ever company to hit the $4 trillion market cap. Hey, you have some shares there.
Wow.
I'm seeing you
Those
after
are my
the shoot. Is your DM open?
Yeah.
Well, from my DM, of course.
Yeah, those ones. But yeah, microchips and crypto, obviously, Bitcoin, XRP.
Yeah, XRP.
Yeah.
Kuna mtu alituambia to buy
Ethereum.
Bitcoin XRP last year. It was September last year.
It was around 69,000 bana. You could have bagged
Actually,
good.
that time ilikuwa, by the time alikuwa tuambia ilikuwa 40 something Bitcoin. And then now later we meet with him after like 5 months and Bitcoin was at 100 and ilikuwa 103. And we missed some of these opportunities. But I guess the reason why we miss some of these opportunities is because we are not like maybe exposed to such nini. Unapataga most traders, if you are trading forex, wewe kazi yako ni kutrade euro USD peke yake ama ni GBP you're not open minded to maybe listen to some of these investments ideas. And where should people start when it comes to now diversifying your portfolio? Just right now kuna mtu nasikiza pate amekuwa tu maybe trading forex peke yake.
Hata ajui portfolio ni nini.
Utaanzaje kudiversify now and go bigger than that?
Just start small, I guess. But for me, it's just I am a conspiracy theorist, and then the conspiracy theory will lead me to where I'll put my money. Like with the microchips, I noticed during the tariffs in April. Yeah, so the tariffs on everything aside from microchips.
Yeah.
And the current producers like IBM and Microsoft, they've had a long-standing deal since 1972 where they get the microchips from Taiwan, which is why Nancy Pelosi has a lot of interest there.
Yeah.
So when Trump said bring manufacturing back into the US, he was looking at like how they have automated the companies in China. They have companies where it's fully robotic and you just have a supervisor who's looking at it.
Yeah.
So that kind of technology and those microchips are in China. So when the microchips, when the tariffs were put that weekend on, I think it was on like a Sunday, that weekend, the Nvidia CEO went to China and they struck a deal. And that's when I started buying Nvidia in April.
Information.
So you need to be very updated to do these things. You need to use your internet well.
Yes, and your 1+1. What do I think is going to be the future? Because AI is also powered, like AI devices, and that's the hardware. They need microchips. So kind of fundamentally, what do you think is the future of stuff? Then put your money there.
Okay, talking about AI, interesting stuff. AI, by the way, has really simplified things as it is now. So what's your take on AI in correlation to trading? Do you think AI can trade for you?
I think if you have certain confluences, it could be feasible. I also do try and consult ChatGPT a lot when I'm doing things. But like all things, it would require back testing and many of information, streamlining of information. But I think it's very feasible.
So then I think things will be much easier if it is possible to trade using AI. Because come on, think about it. You even don't have to struggle. You can just maybe prompt your chat GTP or whatever it is, maybe Grok, and tell it to analyze for you. But on the same, we have had robots before AI. We have had trading robots. Zimekuwa pia huku kwa
Ushajaribu
town
ka
sana.
robot? Training robots.
We
Synthetic, sama everything.
derive.
Yes, ka
derive.
derive.
Hata hapo niliswim. Mi nimeshinda tu nikiswim. All these years I'm just swimming.
Ulioga mpaka hapa kwa robot.
Sasa hapo nilichukua doza stima. Wacha tu.
Did a steamer.
I bought a boat and I didn't know
How much did you buy it for?
like 14 G's.
Ai, hii ilikuwa pesa ya stima. Hey. Wow.
Eh. And then okay, it was like by then my mom was abroad, so it was like money for upkeep for
Baby girl treatment.
steamer.
Kwani hii stima ulikuwa nyumba
Maji.
gani unalipa 14 G's stima? Najua hata kwangu hata saa hii stima yangu haiwezi fika 2,000 per month.
My
So-
guy,
What-
if you have suffered, it's not everyone who has suffered.
And
Be
that's-
comfortable with the fact.
Ndio maana tunatia bidii bana.
This we have suffered. Let's take our fair share.
Hey, audience bana. Ushailipa stima 14 G's ama unatumia 40? Hiyo ni ya stima. Hiyo hata mzazi bana hangetuma ya rent. Rent alikuwa anatuma 3,000. Na ni rent.
The funny thing, nikiwa campus, Daisy, unaona sasa maybe you are being sent upkeep money. Mi ningepiga simu nilikuwa na kopo. I'm literally almost about to sleep hungry, napiga simu. Hey, hello, hey,
Kipiga kwanza anakuambia, "Haki huku tumekaa vipi?"
hauna 200 hapa kwanza unirushia.
Hatuko same. That's why you have to work hard, by the way, to make sure to change story.
So
Aya,
the
kanunua robot.
Sikuwa najua venye ya kuitrade na I don't know, I think I put like 5K after. Alafu na overwork naamka asubuhi $1.
Ulikuwa unakagurumisha, kuna wenyewe unakambiaga start. Alafu kanaanza kurun pa 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 pa. Anafungua positions. Manze.
Even like the profit, the most ilifika is like $10. But eventually ikajiblow too. Na me, I didn't know what I was doing, but una run, sijui una pause, una stop.
Unapewa tu instructions pale, sijui una pause after how some minutes unarudi.
Na venye ya kuupload your file.
So given your experience with the bots, what can you advise on them?
You know, I started asking myself after, like, what kind of confluence or programming is this thing using? So I think I just don't understand the underlying technology or what kind of confluence, and it doesn't make sense. It's like Aviator.
Ai, bado unajua Aviator? Ushajaribu Aviator? Ama umesikia tu?
My
Sisi
co-
sasa tulikuwa
Ama
tunafanya
wewe
hiyo.
ni rubani.
Umepeperusha mpaka ndege.
Are you rubani?
You ever tried it?
No, of course. Ukiona
Umejaribu?
Hapana. But-
uko sure?
See, Aviator ni unafinya.
Ai, hiyo
Eh, si hiyo ya
unaekelea
pilot,
bet 10
kandege.
bob, alafu kanaanza kupanda hivi.
See, pia
Alafu
hiyo
kana
derive
fly.
una run, stop.
Yes. Basically the same nini. But now,
Aujui inafanya nini, unaona tu numbers zinasonga.
So that's a bad trading habit for ama it's how as inataka tu kuelewa your take, like would you advise someone to be like, yeah, buy that bot?
No, I don't even think they sell these boats anymore. I think now they've moved into...
people are still selling them, imagine.
No, but kuna time flani kuna vijana, kuna some boys, by the kudos to those boys, great work, walitandika watu wa bots and stuff, waliwatandika vizuri vitakali. Na saa hizi those people actually now are selling forex courses. So you can see the nini inaitwaje hii kizungu inakuangu
Transition ama nini?
The transition, of
Yes.
course, the hypocrisy behind it.
The bots.
One moment mtu anauza bot and then the other moment ni guru wa kufundishana forex and stuff. Yeah.
Social media, those guys are so big on social media, and I guess that's what they used to rely on, selling bots and all that, some courses, which is not good.
But kama watu wanataka kuoshwa
huwezi lazima by the way kila mtu si hata wewe umeoshwa hata mimi nimeoshwa si hata wewe
Muoshwa
kila mtu lazima kwanza utaandikwa before.
Kwanza mimi nilioshwa na ati juice hizi oshwa na Wakenya. Mimi nilioshwa na some Spanish guy bana. Roho safi. Kwanza nilikuwa nauziwa product fulani ilikuwa inaitwa DeLorean. Sijui ni ya kutrade ati sijui ati unaingia hapo inakupatia entries and do you even hear the name venye inavutia DeLorean. And by then sijuzi kuwa na the money because that product ulikuwa nauziwa ni ya 1 month 200 euros. Nilipigia anti yangu mbio anti hapa pesa iko hapa sasa, hata ukikuja hata utapata tutakukujia airport na GLE.
Mpata nini kakutrade
Mosha International.
Hiyo nayo nilipigwa. Hiyo tulipigwa na anti yangu mpaka akaniambia hizi vitu let's take a break.
Kuna watu wanategemea hizo bana.
But of course ni wanting to get rich fast.
Umewaitamani kuosha mtu?
Mimi? Wow, that's an interesting question. Nikwambie ukweli, it has ever crossed my mind because look at the numbers at the people we'll be talking to and the numbers you told me you used to engage in our Twitter spaces, like those numbers are really packed. And the communities and everything, and you get a lot of people inquiring from you, and maybe at times you're not really doing good financially, and someone is asking you where can I invest these $5,000. Nimewahi kuwa na the thought, but I think I am driven by some principles, so sijawahi pata actually. I have ever thought of it, but I have never had the need to do it. And you Nick, washa mtu sema ukweli, this is a free space.
Mimi I have been a very unajua kama unataseka unasema tu heri ni kule ile yangu kidogo kuliko uende ukule hata. I guess the maybe yenye nishaifanya nikaona pia sio mzuri. It was like an account management. Kuna comrade fulani tukianza sasa kusoma forex na comrade alikuja kaniambia hapa niko na $100. Nataka unimanage account. Ka 100 nikampea hopes tutafikisha 1000 by the end of the week. Then tunajua venye mambo kuwa account kakashuka 80 kakashuka 70 kashuka 60 akafika 30. Jamaa kaniambia sasa hapa Nick naona umejaribu sana lakini acha tu tutoe hii imebaki tukule at least sienda yote. So I guess and from that time nikalan something. It's good to trade your own money, just have your own money. Pesa ya watu
if hizi tungekuwa tumepiga watu viboko huko nje, we wouldn't be doing this because we would be having so much, we would be having targets on our back. So really we have never engaged in such, and that's why unapata I being a different individual and Nick being a different individual, like tunapatana tunaona our goals and vision aligns and we say yeah, let's work together because in this industry, by the way, the most important thing yenye tunasemanga it's reputation. So I think so far I don't think I have tainted my reputation. Ama Traders K has tainted its reputation on this.
So this as we maybe wrap up, what are like your future plans kwa trading and maybe the society? What do you intend to do in the next couple of years?
First, I'd like to have a business where I bridge in between community and like working with the orphanage and creating something or producing something. And secondly, should have started with second, a consultancy where we build a portfolio, we track the portfolio, because I'm also studying finance, investments. So
Finance,
yeah, once I clear, I could start that.
Okay. Hauna dreams za kufungua trading floor where people will come, we trade there pamoja?
I would like to join someone else's, but that pressure on me, no.
That's too much pressure, by the way.
Oh, you've seen they're like
it's NFP.
NFP.
It's a buy.
That's madness. By the way, did you see some guy usually looks reacts to traders and stuff.
Jamaa wa TikTok fulani
Some guy, US guy. Like alikuwa naangalia those guys jumping up and down like primitive beings.
But I guess that nini comes with a lot of happiness. Hizo news too, and a lot of nini emotions, especially mkiwin, you just feel happy.
But that's gambling. By the way, you can't tell me you're trading news, and you are looking at no data. You are just there like it's NFP, it will buy. Like on what terms? On what terms? So, and if it doesn't buy, you are like forex. Like, doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, and you don't see them looking at the economic data, which is coinciding.
Yes, but of course there are people who look at it in a professional manner. You do your projections, and then muna this NFP is going to be a buy or a sell, and you can risk whatever you are maybe comfortable losing. But of course, whether na risk like your whole account, your whole portfolio, or risking it to trade news. Most of them, what they do is you're going maybe to take a side account, load maybe $50 or $100 just for a minute. So either you flip it or it flips you. So you can also do it in a professional manner. That's why I was talking, maybe tuko na dream hiyo tutakuwa na jamaa hapa. We open a trading floor where people can come, we trade together. I guess it's even more exciting and to be together pamoja to come traders.
Imagine if it's a loss and like 50 people are looking at you like
pia wame lose. Everybody has lost. But that's the game. Leo mna lose, the next time you win. As long as you manage your losses and your profits, at the end of the day I believe utatoka ukuwa na something from the markets.
So Daisy, what's one take ama would you love to give to that unaweza maybe dish out to the audience,
especially the ladies,
the ladies, encourage the ladies.
Be something.
I think in retrospect ladies would make the best forex traders because we're very good at risk management. Yes,
in terms of forex na pia in terms of life. Hawa watu wanaweza kupangia kampango hivi, mtu ana manage risk yake vizuri, anaona maybe huyu jamaa kuna mali zinambelekana na yeye, naona hapo hapana. So jamaa anabaki kufikiria mko kwa relationship na yeye, kumbe dema alishajikata. They are very good risk managers,
and actually they won't break monitors if they
yes like sio kama sisi. Kuna jamaa wangu fulani alipiga blows up 2 accounts and he akavunja laptop yake na simu. I guess you guys
trade na nini?
Sasa itabidi ndio wengine. Ile sasa emotions zimekuwa too much for that particular session and end up missing. So amazing.
Kuna mtu nilipatana naye. Nilikuwa ndani ni forex trader, kumbe alikuwa anagongana. Na when watu
kugongana
like anamcon.
Nagongana machama.
Be specific.
So anaambia mtu mwenye ana manage account yake like ati sasa profit imeingia, alafu kuna mali wana edit whatever. Even these days I think there are places where you can edit an account and make it look like
live.
Alafu anamtumia, anamwambia sasa utatuma ya withdraw.
Withdraw.
So atamgongea hapo sasa. For us to withdraw you have to send something first.
Nakwambia mchezo ya town inakuanga mingi.
Na akatuma. Awasha unda profit, so this person ana expect kishatuma ni withdraw sasa. Information na watu hawana.
On that, unaweza ambia aje mtu anakuwa scammed 2025?
It's life. C'est la vie.
It's part of nini pia. Ya kulan unagongwa. After hapo utaigongwa tena.
Like you can't help them on how not to get scammed.
I mean, if you don't want to look up things on the internet, people sometimes, the problem we have is personification with certain things. Because what they do, I want to relate with this person because I want that exact lifestyle. So it becomes more about the persona than the interest. So, yeah.
So if you're getting scammed, it's your fault.
No.
It's not your fault. Kuna ile unajipataka hata hujajua kumeenda aje.
So they're just naive.
Si hata mimi nimegongwa jamani.
Sasa si ndo tunakuambia aje usaidie mtu mwingine asigongwe
The information is there on the internet, at least these days.
for free.
Yeah.
Before you purchase something, at least maybe
Yeah.
do your due diligence hapo.
And if you're convinced, you're convinced. And even there's one time I did classes, forex classes with some South African. So I don't think it's exactly kugongo. It's like, yeah, you learn something, but you're not exactly there. You know, FX is like a hamster's wheel. You're always chasing.
Yeah. Sure. Kweli sana. So you have a lot of, especially young people watching you on this episode. And these are people who are really trying to make it into trading. Some of them are doing well, some of them not yet doing well. What would you tell them so that they can keep pushing?
Wow.
Motivate mtu. Just motivate someone.
Nakosa motivation sometimes. So I believe in the I am. So the I am where God says I am who I am. So in terms of the I am, so long as you think it, you can achieve it. It's all about the belief and as well the risk management. But FX manzini kujiamini. Yeah. Sometimes you can blow and then you're so close to blowing the account and then you recover and you're like double and you don't even know how to. It's like
sometimes it's luck.
Yeah.
So if you think it, you can achieve it.
Actually, in one, umeisema hivyo nikakumbuka in one of the famous Conor McGregor speeches, they had a discussion with Cristiano, and he was telling him he will catch up on him in the Forbes list, and Cristiano was like maybe dismissive, and he told him, "I will be there. I will be there in the top list. And actually, a year later, Conor was there in the Forbes top list, most paid male athletes. And in his speech, when he was addressing that, he said, if you can think about it and have the power to speak it, then you can make it.
Yes, I totally agree.
Amazing. Maybe that will be like my major takeaway. If you can think about it, then you can achieve it eventually if you work towards it. Where can people get you, Daisy, on social media?
My social media handles are at daisy.invest.
Daisy.
All over TikTok,
Instagram,
and X as well.
Do you have like a trading community or something?
No.
But people can come for maybe to consult or something?
Yeah.
She's opening a consultancy.
Yeah.
Okay. Currently, do you charge people for consultancy? No. Okay, so it's free for now.
Yeah.
So let's take advantage of that. Daisy.invest. Amazing.
So traders, that will be it for today. And thank you very much for staying to the end of the episode. And please don't forget to share and subscribe this video. Thank you.
Give your comments pale chini of this video. We meet again in the next episode. Bye-bye.